Okay, I'm Val L&M again. This is our Wednesday morning. You can see it's overcast. We're talking about what this looks like, about doubling up on this day. You can see we're pretty much, I feel like we might have got pretty close on doubling up. I think we had to do some more. I think that's what it was. So we doubled up the day before. Actually, a lot. We actually got a lot done. We have steel in, doubled up. Um, Again, just going over the whole steel thing. Um, I guess the biggest thing to take away from that is they had a lot of problems. They had a few different spots where they didn't check the one into the other, and so we actually had to go back in and then cut ties off and then move it over and then retie it, which is super hard when you've already doubled up. Well, we did that. We put some shut offs where we want. We actually have an inspection this day, so in this video you will actually see the inspector. We put a UFA ground in. That is just a piece of rebar that runs a 20-foot long, comes up, and that's where you ground your electrical box to. So they'll put a red zip tie on it. We actually put two chases. We have three chases. Sorry. Yeah, right here off the left side, you'll see that later on. And again, there's just not a whole bunch. I think if I was talking about instructional wise, again, as a lead guy running this stuff, if you get to this point in the job and you're on time and you're doing everything good, hey, good job. I want to tell you right, good job. If you've completed up this point and you're ready for your inspections, you're just kind of going around and fine tuning things, and you still have 6 hours left of the day, you did it. You've done it. You should be very proud of yourself. Being ready, you need to know how many forms you have. You need to know how much steel you need, how many anchor bolts you need, how many hold downs are going to be for your stab bolts. It's most of the time we have to do vents. In this case, it's a slab on grade, so we don't have to do vents. We're just going to go ahead and put ourselves some sleeves in for the plumbers. Electricals, we'll just do an LB on the outside. So that's what our guys are doing. They're just hucking, trying to get through it, smashing out. We know we're super happy because once we pour this on Monday, the following Monday after this, we're out of the mud. Right, we're going to start putting rock on the inside of that thing. We're going to pull all these forms probably the day of the pour. I like to do that a lot. If I can get away with it, I think tomorrow I'm going to be able to get away with it. I think it's going to be warm enough by the end of the day that we can just kind of slowly take our time and pull all those forms. Some people don't agree with that. Could there be problems? Yes. Obviously, you got to do it methodically. You can't just go in there ripping and tearing and taking everything apart, but as we go around, usually after an hour or 2 hours after it's set, it's not done drying, but like you can feel when you're finishing the top you can tell, and once it gets to where it's sticky, you can just kind of walk around, start taking off your spreader cleats, and then you're gonna want to get all your stakes pulled out, right? And then if you got blend anything in, so I like to kind of do that too. And once you get it set in there for a while, it'll keep its shape as long as you got to be careful and take your time. You can't be a bold and shine shop. But if you do this part right, it saves you time for the next day. Next day you're just moving on, and then the day after that you're just moving on. You're just doing good things and big things. So, and plus I want to get rid of all those forms the same day, right? Like let's take those. In this case, it's an hour away from our shop, hour and 15 minutes actually. So let's, anytime we go there and home, we're doing the best we can do, right? We're taking everything we need. I'm stopping at the end of the evening if I need more material from the store, because we got to leave by, I got to leave the shop by 5:15 to pick up guys in Roseburg to be out there by 6:45. It's like that. So. For me, anyways, the guys, it's only like 15 minutes or something, but regardless. So, anyways, So that's us talking about. Again, I have another powwow. I'm trying to explain to him what's going on. This is me laying all those spreader cleats out, getting ready for our stuff. This is the day I actually set all that stuff in. See me go around and drill holes and get all the anchor bolts in, so that way when the inspector comes, he can see it. Yeah, you can see me pulling tape. So you can have an anchor. So in this case, an anchor bolt has to go every 4 feet. Those of you that don't know, those you do, you already know. So you have to have an anchor bolt within a foot of each end. So within a foot could be 8 inches, 6 inches, 1 foot, 10 inches, so on and so forth. So obviously I set it to where, it's obviously at the end of the 20 foot. 20 foot is actually your stud. So you can be anywhere within that foot. I mean, absolutely anywhere in that foot, unless you got a window, and be good. So in this case, it was good. I already checked all the windows. I'd do all the windows for, I thought I actually said all those, but I must not have yet. But I would have to look at those things up. And there's some hold downs that go in that stick straight up in the air. They you have to have it on a double stud. Like I think most of them we did on a double king stud. And what I found out too, a lot of our brace walls, like alternate brace walls, and all those brace panels, they actually start at one spot and then they go so many feet in, usually around 4 or more feet in, and a lot of times it's around a window and a corner. Like it just seems to be like that anyway. So I don't know if it's because of the length and the windows are always in there. It just seems like that's a big deal. So there's got to be something to it. I'm not an engineer. I'm not an architect. We just build stuff per plan, and that's it. But it seems to me, if I was to guess, there must be something to that. And again, this is us just getting ready for pour on Monday, and this is it. Again, Boston and future league guys, being aware of what's happening with you guys at all times is a big deal. Being ready for the next step is a big deal. Don't get caught up with the little things. Delegate the things out that are easy. I'm sorry, guys. You're gonna have to take the harder options. Tying up steel, we all love to do, is easy. Sorry, it's just easy. So you're gonna have to give that to the next guy. And in fact, at this point, all of it's easy because at this point, it's not labor intensive. It's all like super, super easy, right? We've already done all the hard work. We've dug everything out. We've set all the big forms, which are super heavy. We've done all the heavy lifting. So now at this point, we're just fine tuning stuff and then doing all our layout and getting all those things in. At this point, you've won the battle. I mean, kind of. So I just want to say good job. We passed our inspection, and can't wait for the next video. I appreciate you guys. Thanks. I'm Val down them. Bye.